All right, guys, took a quick lunch, and I was just gonna sit down there until this thing opened back up, but with my luck, it'll open up, and by the time I get back up here, it'll already have made its move. So I want to be here for whenever it opens. I'm gonna get some work done in the meantime, but if you guys do have any questions while we're on here, toss it in the chat, and I can get to those while I'm working on some other things as well. But I'm mainly just gonna be hanging out on here until it does open up. Give me 1 second to get everything set back up, and then it's just going to be a matter of waiting. And just a reminder, as I said earlier, don't chase this thing out of open, right? So whenever it does list, don't go chasing. Wait for some price action, and then we can see if and how we want to play it. But ARM, tons of eyes on it, and there should be a way to play it, so we'll see. And my guess is hopefully resumption or listing before 1 o'clock. We'll see. Maybe that's a little bit hopeful, but we'll see where it opens up. We've also got some action on UPTD as well, but I'm mainly just here to be watching ARM this afternoon whenever it does list. So we're going to be on here waiting for that to open up. And hopefully, I'd like to get like a 10% move on ARM. We'll see. But 90 million shares going to be available whenever it does list. So pretty tiny float there. So we should get some nice opportunity on ARM. It's just a matter of waiting for it to open up. But like I said, I was going to wait and come on here after it did list. But by the time I got on here, it would be way too late. So UPTD still making the move higher here. And that does have range up into the upper 15s. You've got like 15.8 on that. It's just the lack of volume on it. The spread is huge. The spread is huge on UPTD. But yeah, I'm hoping that ARM opens before 1 o'clock. So at most, I'd like to be sitting here till 1. And if it doesn't, then I will step away again and just come back whenever it does open. I'm not going to be sitting here all day. But I will sit here until it does open, hopefully around 12:30 or 1. Now, currently, small green on the day. Just have AMC and Riot. Now, AMC was really, really nice to us this morning. But trying to take advantage of this ARM when it does open because there's so many eyes on it. So there's got to be some opportunity. There's got to be some momentum on it. So I want to be here for whenever that does open. If you guys have any questions about how to be trading ARM when it does open, let me know. I don't think we're gonna have too many people in the live today though, because usually we only trade until like 11, right? So a little bit different today. We only have 20 people in the stream right now. Let's see, AMC, where'd I find buyers at the 0.7 level? Yeah, let me pull it back for you. So if you look back at 720 on the 5-minute, you'll see buyers coming off the 880. And you can also see back earlier on in pre-market around 5 a.m. But yeah, could not have asked for a better trade on AMC this morning. Our entry was literally perfect. Entry was there at the low. Now, of course, I wish we would have had a bigger move on this today, but we still did really, really well. You see it? Okay, cool. Yeah. But I've been keeping lighter stops on some of these, or looser stops, I mean, on some of these. Past couple of days. Just to give these larger names some more room to breathe, and it's been working out really, really well. Because we had been keeping things pretty tight. But just trading fewer setups that I'm really confident in, keeping them a little bit looser. And that's why I've been green for the last, what, 4 days this week? Hoping this opens up soon, dude. I don't want to be here until like 1:30. I've got other work I need to be doing. Is arm good for swinging? No, no, no. Arm is not good for swinging. Please, do not. No, 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 no. No. Somebody liked that comment, but no, it is not good for swinging. Please. Oh, it was help. Yeah. No, nobody please swing. No, IPOs in general, don't swing. Like I mentioned earlier, I don't know if you were in the stream or not, but you've got no past price action to dictate your risk, to gauge your reward. You have zero past price action whatsoever. So it's a pure gamble. You have to know, you know, where the market's going to like this thing before we can say, okay, we can hop in for a swing. But momentum, day trading wise, yes, we can definitely play it, but swinging, no. From here, it's a gamble. Just like earnings, it is a gamble. This thing is so inflated. There are so many eyes on it, so overhyped. I'm only going to be trying to play the momentum that we have because there's going to be so many people trying to trade this today. There's going to be a ton of volume on it. The float is relatively small considering how big this IPO is. So there should be some opportunity on this. So we want to be a part of it. But no, please, do not go long on ARM. Do not swing ARM from today. With IPOs, you have to let the market tell you where it likes this thing at. It has to price it itself. The market will tell you what the right price is here. Okay, that's my reply. I was just making sure nobody else is trying to swing it. But yeah, no, don't try swinging ARM. Not today, at least. Maybe in a couple weeks, couple months. Not right now. We got to see where the market likes it. But we can definitely catch some momentum on it today, though, so we'll see how that goes. When it does open up, hopefully soon. It was supposed to open like an hour and a half ago. Let's see. You're asking for my entry time on AMC this morning. Yeah, my exact entry on AMC this morning was at 8:48. $8:48 a.m. at 8:87. Then we had a quarter scaled out at $9, had a half scaled out at 9.24, and then the rest out at our stop at $9. 720. No, 720 was the period where it found buyers earlier on today. And I don't think ARM is going to halt. I just know there's going to be a ton of volume on it. And should have a ton of opportunity as well. But no, I think it's a bit too heavy for it to halt. We'll see. It's possible. Definitely is possible. I hope that it doesn't. Not really a fan of playing halts. But yeah, there's going to be a ton of momentum on it. So when it does open, we'll be here prepared, ready to go. But I think last I checked, it was indicated to open at like 58 bucks. Indicating 56.5 shares to open. No, 56.5 per share, I mean. But yeah, float is 90 mil, so float is pretty tiny. But again, nothing more than a day trade idea. Just going to be scalping momentum. We're not trying to swing this. We're not trying to take it long term. You do not want to swing something like ARM, especially out of the listing date. Let's see if it's on trade ideas yet. Pull it up and wait for it. Yeah, so we can just leave this up here. And whenever it does list, it should automatically populate over here onto the charts. You have no confidence in breakouts? Yeah, so I think you might be a little bit confused. So you definitely do have confidence in breakouts because AMC, for example, was a breakout trade, right? So AMC was a breakout trade, but you're waiting for more confirmation, for it to base and give us more confirmation before taking those entries on the breakouts. So I get what you're saying. You favor pullbacks after breaking out, and that's really just because we're waiting for more confirmation. So like AMC, for example, we waited for the pullback, waited for buyers to come in off that pullback to confirm, and then we took the entry off that 887. But yeah, breakouts definitely still work, but playing stuff like UPTD where price action's horrible, stuff like that, no, breakouts don't work over there. Or stuff like, what else did we have this morning that was gapping? Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. Those kind of breakouts, no, you want to stay away from. But stuff like AMC this morning where it breaks, pivots back over, pulls back, finds buyers within previous demand, we can play those breakouts easily. Just not like a hot market where you can find a break over highs, take an entry, and actually be confident that it's not going to flip back over on you. In this market, everything seems to just flip back on you. So in a way, breakouts are still good. You just have to wait for more confirmation. So we're hoping this thing's going to resume our list in the next 25, 30 minutes. And until then, it's just a matter of waiting. Like I said, I had a price alert on my phone set to trigger if it did move 0.5%, just so I'd have my eyes on it. But by the time I got back up to the office, pulled up the stream, all that, got my camera turned back on, it'd be way too late. So we just have to sit here and wait for it and be patient. You do have Carvana busting through the highs here. Daily high is sitting at 57.3. Daily high is sitting at 57.3, and then you have range up through 59 to 61. But again, my main reason for being here this afternoon is just ARM, so I'm not really looking to play anything else, breaking my rules there. So really just watching ARM unless something magnificent pops up, which Carvana is not. But I'm really just focusing on ARM this afternoon. And if ARM does not present an opportunity that I would like to be a part of, then I'll just be ending the day small green with our AMC from this morning. I think ARM just opened. Yes, ARM did just open, guys. ARM is now open. Just got the price alert triggered on my phone. And we are watching ARM here. Again, fresh IPO. Do not chase it out of the listing here. Give it a minute. Give it a minute for a defined direction and base. And then we can look to play it. This thing is going to be going crazy. So be careful. Whenever I take an entry, I will let you guys know, but you have to wait for these things to set up before you take an entry on them. Currently making its move to the downside. Again, being patient with this, guys. Being really patient with this right now. You have to wait. Wait for it to set up. Wait for it to set up. Do not rush the entry on this. Do not rush the entry on this. Be patient. Be patient. Trying to hold the 55.5 level here. Watching it off 53.5. 55.5, I mean. Again, I'm watching it off 55.5. Here's buyers coming back through the listing open at 56. Still watching it off of this 55.5. No entry yet. I'm going to fill some small here, risking 55.5. Filling some small, risking 55.5. Again, I'm in small, risking 55.5 for the move up through 57. If it does break through lows, I will be out for now. We can always look back for entry later if it does not go. Right now, risking 55.5 low of day for the breakthrough 56 and 57.5. And I'll add on the break at 57 as well. Currently trying to base off 55.5. Getting the curl now to 56.2. And again, if it does break through the lows, sit back and wait for a better entry, guys. Taking the exit here at break even. Taking the exit here at break even for now. Sit back and wait for it to set up. Those sellers at 12, 11, 30. A little bit off-putting, so waiting for a bit more confirmation here before entry. Waiting for a bit more confirmation before entry. Filling some here. So far, break even on ARM. Currently just risking this 55.5. Let's see if we can get the break. Back to 56.20. We need to break over 56.7. Here we go. Making the move to the upside here. Putting stops at 56, break even. Here's 56.5. I've got a quarter out of ARM. Stops are break even on ARM. Stops are break even on ARM. Stops are at break even on ARM. 56.7 squeezing back towards opening high. 56.6 and 56.7. I've got 2/3 left in this. Here's 57 testing now on ARM. I've got stops now at 56.3. Stops are at 56.3 on ARM. Stops are now at 56.3 on ARM. Stops are now above entry on ARM. We're looking for the break of 57 up through 58 next. Here's 57. Stops are at 56.3. A hard stop is at 56.3. Let's get the break of high of day through 57 next. Again, stops are above entry with a quarter out. Trying to break 57. And again, stops are above entry. We call this at the bottom. Here we go, breaking 57.4. I've got a half left in this, and I want to let this last half ride to the moon. So we're going to let this last half ride with stops sitting right at the 50 EMA at 56.4. We're going to let this last half just ride. We're letting the last half ride. Let the last half ride. Perfect execution on ARM so far. We called this at the literal bottom. 57.5. Here comes 58 next on ARM. And again, stops are 56.4. We have a half left in this with profit. Stops are above entry. Literal perfect trade on this so far. And we're going to let this last bit just ride, dude. Just going to let this last bit ride. Here's 58 now coming up on ARM. Talk about a freaking entry, though. Talk about a freaking entry. Here comes 58 testing on ARM. Need to see this level break for the move up through 60. And 58 is the opening high on ARM as well. So that's going to be the next top level to break. And then after that, we have 60, 65, and so on. If this can break. That 58 is going to be hard to break, but again, we have stops at 56.40, and I may raise those here in a minute. Let's actually raise those to 56.5. Stops are at 56.5. The entry here was at 55.80. 55.80 was the entry. We're now almost $3 in the money here with stops above our entry. That 58 is testing. We want to see that break and squeeze up through 59 and 60. Dude, whenever I have momentum and actual volume, these entries cannot be beaten, dude. Legitimately cannot be beaten. So let's see if this thing wants to break. And again, stops are at 56.5. Stops are above entry. We have a half left in this. We want to see this follow through and try to catch a nice big move on this. Here comes 58. Can we break through 58? Can we break through 58? Looks like it wants to break. We need those buyers here. We need those buyers on the break 58 through 60. Here's the break of 58. Come on. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Trying to base here over 58. Here we go. Buyers starting to come in nicely here, 58.30. So far, we're in this from 55 to 58, almost a 10% move on ARM so far. I'm going to take a little bit more out of 58 bucks. Taking a little bit more out. Dude. Look, I told you guys this morning, I wanted to trade ARM today because it was going to give us so much opportunity, and now we're almost up 10% on this. So today went from a really small green day because of AMC to a really big green day because of ARM. Now we're testing 59 bucks from a 55s entry at the low of day. Here goes 58.60 and 58.70. 59 is coming up next. 59 is coming up next. We're going to go ahead and raise our stops here to 57.5. We have less than half left in this. And stops are 57.5. Hard stops at 57.5 at that previous low on the 5. Come on, guys. Stops are well above entry now. Stops are actually $2 above our entry. We want the break of 60 on this. We want the break of 60 on this. We still have a lot left in this. And it's just so clean. It's so clean. 27 people in the live right now. Awesome to see you guys in here this afternoon. Awesome to see that we caught this too, because this was my top watch this afternoon and we were able to catch a really, really nice trade on this. From the low of day. From the literal low of day. I'm going to drop this stop down a little bit, just so I don't get sniped. Now I'm going to put it back up 57.5 now. I'm going to leave it here now. I just wanted to see buyers coming off that pullback, but we're going to leave that stop there 57.5 now. Buyers still coming in really nice. Let's break the high of day here. A new high of day on ARM, 58.90. Let us get 59 next and 60. Here goes 59. 59 trying to break. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. 2 cents. 2 cents. Here goes 59. And here we go. Big move now. 59.5. Taking a little bit more out up here. I've got a third left. I've got a third left at 59.5. Let's go, dude. 60 bucks is going to be next. Here's 59.5. Squeezing big on this. I'm going to raise my stops now on this to 58.4. Let's do 58.3. No. Let's do 58.05. Sure. 58.05 stops. 58.05 stops. Looking for the break of 60. We only have a third left in this. We are up 10%. Nearly 10% on this so far. From the low of day. Now, right now, we are risking 58.05. We want to see the break of 60. So far, 55.8s to 59.5. Huge freaking move. Here we go. New high of day, 59.7. Nearing 60 bucks. 59.7, 59.8. Can we break 60? Can we break 60? Can we break 60? I've got a quarter left in this at 59.8. I've got a quarter left at 59.8. We're going to let this last half go over 60. Come on. Come on. Come on. Can we get the break? Can we get the break? Come on, you turds. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Who's green in this right now? Let me know in the chat. Who is green in ARM right now? Who is green in ARM right now? Here's 60 bucks. Here's 60 bucks now on ARM from a 55.80 entry. A 55.80 entry on ARM at the low of day. The low of day on ARM. IPO, low of day. $61 now on ARM. $61 now on ARM. Come on, guys. Come on. Raise your stops now, 58.80. Stops are now 58.80 on ARM. It's a big green week. It is a big green week. Stops are 58.80. Here's 61 breaking now on ARM. Do not chase this if you did not take our entry. 61.2, 61.3, 61.4. What did I say? What did I say? I'm going nuts right now because the market's been slow forever. We wait for stuff like this and dude, 61.5 from a 55 entry. Let it keep on going. Let it keep on going. Taking a little bit more out of 61 bucks. Taking a little bit more out, 61 bucks. Got runners left. Got runners left. Got runners left. We caught this at the low of day at 55.8 all the way to almost $62 a share. Still have runners left. Talk about a freaking trade. Talk about a freaking trade. Got a perfect entry. Wow. I'm glad I came back up here on the stream though. I was gonna sit down here until it opened and wait. I was eating lunch and I said, no, let me put this down. Let me go back up here and start the stream back up because when this thing opens, I want to be there to be part of it. And 61 holding nicely here. I've got runners left. Let's leave some lottos in. If this does make a crazy move up through 66, 70, and so on and so forth, we'll still have a piece of the pie here and we can still bank on this. So we've got runners left in this. So far, a 10% move. And keep in mind, our risk here was less than 1%. We had less than 1% of risk from my entry alert. Less than 1%. Here's new high day now on ARM, 61.90. This is what we do here when we have momentum, guys. I'm losing my damn mind. Losing my damn mind. Let's see if we can break over 62 for the move through 66. Leaving stops at 59.5 right now. Leaving stops at 59.5. Giving us some breathing room. With runners left, risking 59.5. We literally caught this at the low of day. The low of day on ARM. Everybody was watching this today. You've got millions and millions and millions of traders watching ARM right now, trying to trade it, and we caught it at the low of day. Let that sink in. We caught the biggest play today at low of day. Called the literal low on ARM. It's crazy. Here's new high of day now testing 62. Testing 62. Can we break? Can we break? We want to give this breathing room. Right now, I'm risking 59.5 with just runners left. If it goes, it goes. If it does, I'm out with about a 12% move. What a trade, dude. What a trade. If this does not show you guys what's possible whenever we actually have momentum in the market, I don't know what will, because that's crazy. That was about a 12-to-1 risk to reward trade. About a 12-to-1 risk to reward trade. Stuff like that you don't get often. Yep, runners in. Runners in risking 59.5. Wow. Wow. Well, we'll see if it wants to go higher. If not, beautiful afternoon session. Traded ARM really, really well. I don't think anybody else in the market traded that as good as us today. We called it at the bottom. I don't know how they could have called it any differently, but did really, really well. Give yourself a round of applause, pat on the back. That was amazing. So we're going to let this keep on going. Hopefully break through 62, 66, 70, so on, so forth. Just have some runners left. This is a green trade, guaranteed at this point. And yeah, so nice job, guys. If you guys did show up for the afternoon, traded ARM with me. You should be nice and green this week now. Should be nice and green this week now, and I'm super, super happy. Super, super happy. Let's see if it wants to hold here. Again, right now we are risking 59.5. Pulling back under 60. Can it find a buyers up 59.5? Coming down, testing. Buyers coming in off 59.5. If it does break, make sure you are respecting whatever your plan is. And I will be cutting in our 59.5. It is trying to hold here. That risk level is placed perfectly. Buyers trying to come in here off 59.5. Buyers back up to 60, back over 60 bucks. Dude, if we... Oh, man. We'll see what it wants to do before I get too cocky with this one, but just runners left risking 59.5. Looks like our stop is placed perfectly, though. And I will be out on the break of 59.5. Let's see if it wants to hold. Looks like it wants to break down. Looks like it wants to break down. Let's see. Trying to hold. Again, I have a hard stop, 59.5. A hard stop. If it does break, it's likely to knife. So I have a hard stop at 59.5. Let's see if it wants to curl here off 59.5. Hard stop at 59.5. Trying to break down. Trying to get back to 60 and breaking down, and I'm out. Out of arm. All right, I've got a phone call coming through real quick. Let me answer this and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. But yeah, really awesome way to end the day. Super, super happy. We just cut arm from the low of day all the way up through $62 a share. So that'll be my day. That'll be my day. I'm done with ARM for the day. Traded my plan on it. But got it from the 55s all the way up through 61 bucks a share on ARM. Super happy. Hope you guys did well. Let me know if you did make some money on ARM in the chat. Please go to trading chat. Say green if you made some money on it. We've got 21 people in the stream right now. Say green if you made some money. Just go say green if you made some money. Okay, I'm screwing up with my typing here. But let me know. Hopefully you guys did pretty well. I'm really happy that I was able to come on here and help you guys out with trading that IPO today. I knew it was going to give us some opportunity, but I didn't think we were going to catch a 12% move. Cool. Cool. All right. Well, I'm glad I came back on, but I'm going to be calling it a day here. So, big green day. Hope you guys did well. Stay blessed. Stay smart. Be responsible this afternoon. Don't go trading it a million times because we traded our plan. That is it. So I'm going to go ahead and hop off, get the work done I needed to do, and I will see you guys later. Peace.